Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a new episode here of the FIFA 22 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. It's Monday. It's the start of a new week. I hope you're all doing well. Whether or not you're going, are you going back to school or work this week? Let me know. Maybe some of you have still got time off. Who knows? But hope you're enjoying the weather and all of that good stuff at the moment. And good luck to you this week. I hope you reach all of your personal goals. If you could do me a favor to help one of my goals this week, it would be to simply leave a thumbs up on the video. 2,000, 3,000 likes on the episode would be just exactly what I'd love to see. And don't forget, of course, to subscribe. You can subscribe and click the little notification bell to never miss any more of my content. So as we get stuck in, there is some weekend league to be played today. There's some team changing around to be done as well because, well, I mean, we're missing a striker at the moment. At the end of yesterday's episode, I did list up Anderson Talisca, and he did sell during the first hour that I'd listed him up. So it's time to go and check on what we made from him. But in the meantime, I thought, hey, I could put Kane there, I could put Felix up there, and it would work. I could, if I wanted to, I could go into games like this and have the 600k in my club. So yeah, we go from 56,000 all the way up to 625. So about a 30,000 coin tax there from Anderson Talisca, but we sold him for 600. So decent stuff. And I actually adjust the team to look like this. So, weirdly enough, Pele's going to start as a centre-back, but it's just to get the chemistry right in reality. I essentially needed... well, I guess... Wait, could Pele could have gone as the cam and Mateus could have gone as the centre-back. I probably should have and could have done that, but at the end of the day, like, I just didn't. I was moving position changes, so I thought I'd stick it all on one player rather than trying to change multiple players at once. So yeah, eventually I'll go out and buy the position modifiers that I need. But the major change is that we've brought in Diaby and we've brought in Burigo, the French players, one from the Bundesliga, one from Ligue 1. And it should line my 3-5-2 up actually really quite nicely. So when you look at this with the managers and chemistry and everything in the right place, everyone's on full chem apart from Pele. And Burigo, by the way, he is also on 7. 2 players on 7, everyone else on full. And the choice I made was to actually go with Cancelo as the CDM. With Mateus, Da Costa, Vieira, Laporte at the back. Nice to bring Laporte back in. Nice strong link to Cancelo. And Pele out on the left. Borigo on the right. Diaby at cam. Because every time I use Diaby, man, he's just so good. I feel like I'm wasting him, not using him in the squad. So yeah, he's a little bit broken. So we're gonna bring him into the fold and see how we get on. So from the first Flash SBC from Serie A TOTS, I actually get blue, and I actually get a Serie A TOTS. I end up getting Skriniar, and 92 rated overall. I was very happy with that. Like, it's just a rare gold pack, so it's just like one of those bad 25k packs, and we managed to get a blue from it. But not only that, we got a second blue in there. 2 blues, 1 pack. That is something you love to see, something I haven't seen enough of this year. I'll be honest. It used to happen all the time back in the old FIFAs, but I think with every TOTS player being like super high rated and stuff now, it just doesn't happen as much. Either that or they're being a bit stingy on the pack weights. Who knows? But I've got the startings of a really good Serie A squad there that I might take into the Serie A Cup. But then I guess I'd need to take out that Di Natale, so I need another striker. So yeah, but hopefully we pack some stuff over the week to make that a little bit simpler. But I've got some pretty good players from Serie A in my club, so they're ones that I haven't ended up putting into SBCs, so we're all good there. I then, like an absolute trooper, me and Footwiz Wadmin decided that we were going to give each other goals and victories in just online friendlies, or friendlies versus mates or whatever it's called, to get one of these fodder players done. So I got the 90 rated. I don't know how you pronounce that name. There's too many like letters that should be in different places. Who knows? Who knows what you pronounce or what you don't pronounce there? Sorry, Dutchies. I just am terrible with my pronunciations. So we get him. We've got 90 rated piece of fodder in the club. Should a good SBC come out? I mean, there is the Kessier SBC who looks unreal. But do I want him? Do I need him? I've got so many DMs in the club. Like, maybe if we pack Theo Hernandez or if we pack Liao somehow this week, I think I'll need to do Kessie because it's a great strong link. Like, but yeah, at the moment, I'm kind of thinking just skip that one. And I just don't need it, do I? Unless I get some ridiculous pulls. Because we've got Mateus, we've got Vieira, we've got Dele Alli, we've got Fabinho, we've got all like the Karsdorp and all of that sort of stuff. I got too many DMs in the club. I really have. I've focused a lot on them in the last few weeks. And that is, yeah, my bad, I think. So we head on into champs. And ladies and gentlemen, I am a clown. I decided to go into champs on a Friday night. Now, as what I would class as a slightly above average player, maybe I would class myself as an average player, but I think some of you guys always tell me that I'm better than I say I am. As an average player on the game who maybe hadn't played many warm-up games or anything like that, going into champs on a Friday night is not ideal. It's like, it's basically like being Ipswich Town and going into a Premier League match. Probably not going to go that well for you at the moment. All right. In a couple of years, you might be good enough, but right now, probably not. So, I did get a win in my very first game, though. A little 4-minute rage quit, and I thought I was going to be on for like this incredible weekend league speed run. But I thought, hey, I'm going to get my first 10 games done on the Friday night because then Saturday I could spend a little bit of time with the family and also do like editing for a couple of videos like what you're seeing right now. I am recording this on Saturday night and I know you're watching it Monday. And then it would leave either Saturday night or Sunday during the day or Monday during the day, whenever it is, to play the final 10 games of Weekend League. So we start things off actually really well. I'm 2-0, 2 rage quits. I mean, this one took a lot longer. I had a 6xG, 15 shots on goal. For me, at that point, when I was 1-0 up in that game, I thought this is just one that I'm destined to lose. It's one of them games where he gets a couple of random goals and just wins when he didn't deserve it. But luckily, that didn't happen. And then I go into a couple of matches here where the people I'm playing up against, like this guy was called May RTG. So he's been doing this for a couple of weeks. And he's managed to get like a full TOTS squad, like absolutely crazy team together. He was very good at the game in the 8 minutes that I actually played against him as well. So against like people that are cracked like that, I'm probably just not quite going to be cutting it against them. They're a little bit better than me. I think maybe they're a bit younger with slightly better reactions. And I say that, but I know there are some lads in the FIFA community that are older than me and they're better than me at FIFA. So I don't really know what my excuse is. I just don't have the dexterity or the reactions or whatever it may be, the quality to be like a top class FIFA player. And I realised quite early on that I wasn't holding my own against some of these players. I got a couple of early wins to go 2-0. But then the tough games came along, and I quit one at 2-0 down. When this guy goes a couple of goals up, 3-1 in the 60th minute, I'm not coming back from that. I struggled against him, I'll be honest. So we can move on as well. He just deserved the win. I'm not going to waste time letting him, trying to come back into the game that I'm probably not going to come back into. It's June. I want to get this done as soon as possible and enjoy as much time off as possible, as I'm sure a lot of you are doing. But yeah, so we go from 2-0 to 2-2, and then Diaby starts to work for me. Getting through and actually scoring goals was pretty much happening, like because I had Diaby, like because I had the pace of that man. That little Frenchman is so very fast, it's nuts. But in the 57th, 58th minute here, we do put a nice little ball through to Joao Felix, who can finish very well with the green timed effort. That's one thing as well. I found that the connection on the Friday night was just not quite, it wasn't as spicy as I hoped it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a little bit better, but because I figured Saturday and Sunday are like the main days people play, the servers are the busiest. But no, that Friday night was... it was a busy time, and the servers felt that as well. So some of my normal green times were going heavily red timed, or just not timed, if you know what I mean. Like they just didn't quite register. So a victory there. Into the next one. This guy's got a red Haaland, a red Fofana, and a red somebody else. I think it was probably Nuno Mendes, because a lot of people got him last week. And it's Diaby that gets the goal for me after 6 minutes. God, we love this little Frenchman. And then he plays the ball through to Ronaldo, who actually does manage to get the legs on Ruben Diaz there and knock it into the back post to João Felix. That's one thing. I feel like João Felix and Ronaldo don't often out-sprint the defenders. But as you can see, it actually worked quite well for me in this game. Maybe Ruben Diaz doesn't have the best acceleration or something, but I was actually beating him for pace. Whereas there's so many centre-backs on this game now that are just so quick. And you need to have like the 99 pace if you're going to constantly beat them, you know, in a foot race. So, yeah, we get another victory there. 3-0 rage quit that time. So we're back up to a little 2-win advantage. We've got 4 wins and 2 losses. And I figured that we're probably going to start taking a few more losses now. This guy's team was nuts. Absolutely cracked. Loads of reds. Loads of good players in general. And poorly timed offside trap for me. A classic lasty offside trap, as we like to call it. Puts him 1-0 up. And it is that Rodrigo card that got the UCL final boost that scores against me. But we get an equaliser. Lovely stuff. But when you look at it at half-time, he could have had a couple of goals. He's probably going to score a couple more in the second half and run away with the game. So when I take him out with Laporte in the box, give him a free opportunity to score a goal, which he takes very well, very calmly and composed, it's not a surprise that we end up losing this game. And Rodrigo, he kept turning back all game. So I was like waiting for the skill move to cut inside. He just kept running. And he's obviously got a lot of pace. And then look at that for a strike force. This guy got red Messi and red Mbappe last week. Like, hello? That you've got to feel like you're on top of the world at that point, surely. And he was good too. Like, yeah, obviously. Jamster, it's a name that I sort of recognise. I don't know if it's like a pro or anything. You have to let me know if it's like a content creator or a pro or something. But it is a name that I sort of recognise in the community. I did a little Google. I couldn't really find much. But yeah, maybe I was typing the wrong thing or something. But it just feels like that was someone that knows the game inside and out and has done really well for himself. So yeah, let me know if... Anyway, GG's nonetheless. I quit at 2-0. There's no point hanging around, right? But at this point, I just started matching demons. Loss after loss for the next couple of games here. We do get an equaliser against this man, but I knew I couldn't hang. I knew I couldn't, like, actually keep up with this fella. He just kept getting through so very easily that there was just a formation difference and a quality difference from him to me. Yeah, moments Ronaldinho, again, just doing the business. Paqueta there, I mean, straight into Figo. Yeah, it is what it is. All right. And take the L. So now we're 4-5, I think it was. So we lost 3 in a row. Not really very good, but you know, it was Friday night. I learned from my mistakes, and I don't think I'll play Friday night again. Not unless I'm desperate for some weekend plans and wanna do that. But 4-5 is not where you want to be. I figured I was probably going to end up being like 4-6 off of this. Best case scenario, of course, would be for me to be 5-5, and it's looking like that's going to happen actually, because I am 2-0 up in this game. But even at 2-0 up against this guy, I didn't feel that confident. He felt like he was in control. And Danjuma scored a goal. I like this card. I've used him a fair bit. You know, obviously I got his SBC done as well. But then a good ball through to Ronaldo. And if this guy hadn't have rushed his keeper so much, I probably would have bottled under the pressure. But because he brought him out so fast each time, it was just like, yeah, I kind of know what to do here. And I chipped them most of the time. But yeah, we go 4-1 up just on the stroke of half time. And this guy quits. So 5-5, ladies and gentlemen. I've actually got to do better in the second half of my foot champs than I've done in the first half if I want to get my 11 wins. I need to go 6-4. And normally the weekend league gets more and more difficult for me as time goes on. So I would say that I'm really stretching to try and get the 9 wins this week. And if that happens, so be it. I'm not too bothered about it, right? Like I said, it's June. And, you know, little voice crack there, sorry. But, yeah, like if we end up only getting 9 wins, or even if we fail to get 9 wins, I won't be too bothered, just because I know I made a mistake playing on Friday night, and that's just not the confidence for 6, I tell you. So I've just got it in my head now that I'm going to lose loads of games and then not have enough left, and the pressure and the amount of wins that I'm going to need to get versus losses that I can take is going to be a little bit too high for me, and then I'm going to just bottle it. So, Yeah, we'll see if that happens or not. I haven't actually played those games yet. I'm going to leave them probably for tomorrow or something. But just to end the episode off, I've gone out and bought Ito. So this is a card quite similar to Diaby, like really, really, really quick, high agility, should be able to move really well and stuff. And I've brought him as a super sub. He's like a 95 rated sub with a Deadeye Chem style on him. So I'm genuinely quite excited to bring him on because I think that's my type of player. I think that's what I need. Just by loving Diaby so much, I think Ito is going to be another player like that. And I had a couple of strong recommendations for him as well by a couple of mates. So yeah, I'll give him a go. I'll bring him on as a super sub in tomorrow's batch of games, and we'll see how he does. But for 35k or whatever he costs, like that seems a bargain. It really does. But guys, thank you for watching today. It's going to be the end of the episode. If you could do me the small favour of smashing the thumbs up button, that'd be brilliant. 3,000 likes would be a complete W in my eyes. And subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Cheers. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Those links are all down below. You can find them there. And yeah, I'll see you over there. Come tweet me all your red picks and stuff that you managed to get this week, because I'm curious to see who everyone got. And I'll be back again tomorrow with another episode. I'll see you then. Peace.